Knowing. This is the word that we're going to focus on today. We're going to focus on a mystical, esoteric knowledge better known as Gnosticism. Gnosticism started off in the 2nd century. There's traces of it even earlier than that, but it's had its fingers, and it really started to gain steam in the 2nd century. It sprung out of Christianity, and it's known as what they call inverted hermeneutics, flipping the Bible upside down. So they tell all the same stories as the Bible. They have the story of the Garden of Eden, the snake, the apple, the everything. They only take the characters and they make the good guys bad and the bad guys good. They flip it around. So Satan in the snake is the good guy. God that created the world is the evil guy.
One of the pickets that afternoon was outside a hardware store that sells Swedish vacuum cleaners. Apparently Swedish authorities imprisoned a local pastor for preaching against homosexuality, which was enough to make the whole nation a target. I'd seen some of the youngest members of the clan holding placards, and I wondered how much of the message they actually understood.
How old are you, Shirley?
7.
7. Do you know what the sign means? No. Shirley? She doesn't know what it means.
Fags, troops, flags, symbols, they're all idols that this nation worships above God. Does that help you at all, or have I said a lot of words that were too big?
Now, of course, who was cast out of the physical universe? Satan was, right? So they're saying the guy that created the world, which is who? Who created the world? Jesus. They're saying Jesus was kicked out of the universe. And they're saying, who's evil? The guy that created the world. So they're saying Jesus is evil. And this particular character that tried to enlighten the human race that they have God inside of you is the...
Noah, do you know what fag troops are?
Yeah.
What?
It's this nation of these fags. It's the nation of fags. That's what fag troops mean.
It is a nation of fags, that's right.
Wait. You're not going to let him get away with that,
No,
are you?
I'm not going to. I mean...
Fag soldiers!
Okay, fag soldiers.
I'm sort of glad that they don't understand it better.
Well, you understand, Noah, do you know what else you could be besides a fag to be in trouble with God and be included in that sign? If you're not just a fag, but what else?
Swedish?
God.
Swedish and soldiers and...
But what are you if you're not a practicing fag? What are you? What if you support fags? What does that make you?
You're a dyke.
You could say what you're really doing is grooming him into the weird behavior that is characteristic of your group. I mean, if you want to explain your moral outlook to him, you could do that in a classroom. But what
are you calling our service to our God weird behavior? Is that what you just did?
Yes.
You don't get to call our service to God weird and thereby make it so. Your statement doesn't make it right, doesn't make it a fact.
The world calls it weird.
I don't care what the well, yes, and the world hates us. Hello.
This is setting up the groundwork, because I can stand up here and tell you, if I were to have written a list down in Hollywood what my favorite movies were, I wrote a list of every single Gnostic film that was out there. That's just what I was into or what I was attracted to or whatever. And that list of Gnostic films are things like The Matrix, The Da Vinci Code, 12 Monkeys, V for Vendetta, 300. All those are Gnostic films, flipping the story of the Great Controversy upside down on its back and repackaging it to you, glorifying Satan and demonizing God. And they do this over and over and over again. And they do this in cartoons. Those of you that are going to stick around this afternoon for the cartoon talk, they do this exact same thing. The lead hero character, it is Satan. And they're demonizing God. So here's how they do this.
The next morning I was with Megan. Phelps' family members are expected to hold down mainstream jobs and give 10% of their income to the church. Many work as lawyers, and Megan was hoping to follow in that tradition.
So where are we going?
We are going to Washburn. We're going, which is university.
That's the university you go to.
Yes, it is. It's lovely.
Good stuff.
Totally.
Do you want to be a lawyer as well then?
Yes, I do.
Like so many of your aunts and uncles?
Yeah, I'm the only one in my generation that wants to be a lawyer.
By now, the church members had learned a little about my life, and they knew that I'd had a child with my partner out of wedlock,
Whereas with online
a detail which seemed to put me in the firing line.
Do you like going to the pickets?
Yeah. Are you kidding?
It must get kind of old, though.
You don't get tired of all the sins, pursuing your sins and your lusts.
Do I?
It's like, I say you don't.
Don't I?
Because you keep doing it.
Are you talking about me specifically?
You or everybody else. You don't get tired of serving your lusts. I don't get tired of serving my God.
So should I be killed for having extramarital intercourse?
According to the Mosaic Code?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure. I think so. I know adultery is.
Wow.
And homosexuality was. And
You want to see me
bestiality.
killed for that?
I want to tell you
How about that?
the truth.
This is interesting. This is actually where you go to college, isn't
Yes.
it? You don't have any friends here?
No.
Really?
I have acquaintances. You know, people I go to school with. They're not my friends.
Do you have any acquaintances that you like?
Any acquaintances? You mean like on a humanistic level that are friendly? Yeah.
Any guys?
Yes. What do you want me to say?
If you saw a guy in one of your classes and you thought he seemed nice and had potential or whatever, and he said, you know, do you want to get a coffee? What would you do?
Actually, that has happened before, and I said, no, I'm sorry, I'm busy.
Why?
Because I have other things to do.
What was his name?
I don't even remember.
You do.
Yeah, he was actually, yeah,
Why?
Robert,
Robert.
I think.
Is that someone you know?
No. He looks like the guy that asked me out. Ugh. Sorry.
It's kind of gooey, isn't it? But
Kind of gooey.
I know young women sometimes think about these things.
Most women also have a whole lot of lust and fornication and do a whole lot of things that we don't do.
Why do you have to put it like that? Why can't you say make love?
Because you're trying to make it seem like something that it isn't. That's not what these people do. No, that's not what you're doing.
How do you mean? What?
I'm sorry. Because you're not married. Get married, see?
You seriously wouldn't mind if you never got married and you never experienced everything that represents?
No.
It wouldn't bother you.
No, I would
On a
be.
human level, it would.
You think so?